So I did a level 2 and level 3 engineering apprenticeship at Filtermist Limited.
A level 2 NVQ in business administration.
So I did an NVQ level 2 and 3 in customer service.
I'm currently doing a welding and fabrication apprenticeship on the Dutch side of the company.
I did a mechatronics apprenticeship.
I did a level 3 junior content producer apprenticeship.
I did 2 apprenticeships. I did a level 2 business admin and a level 3 business admin.
I chose to go the apprenticeship route because I didn't want to end up in a mountain of debt or ending up with a qualification that at the end of the day I wasn't going to end up using.
For me, I was able to earn while I learnt. And also by the end of it, I would have a qualification and experience, and I think that's really important to employees to have someone that's got experience.
After college, found it was difficult to get a job with no previous experience, and I think that's the good thing about an apprenticeship is they don't necessarily looking for anyone with experience because it's going into kind of an entry-level position, but getting the experience that you wouldn't be able to get otherwise.
I didn't want to waste any more time by going to college or going to university or when I could be being proactive and learning on the job and making sure that I was getting the qualifications I needed to progress my career that way.
So I did a engineering apprenticeship rather than going to uni, as I had the opportunity to earn and learn at the same time, and I was kind of thrown in the deep end, which gives me a competitive edge over others.
I chose an apprenticeship because I was getting paid whilst learning at the same time, and I thought that getting a trade or a skill would be better off than, say, just learning in a classroom and doing exams. So I don't regret it at all and enjoy doing it, and yeah, it's got me to where I am today.
I chose to do an apprenticeship instead of going to other routes like university, as I felt like I wanted to earn while I was learning at the same time.
So by doing an apprenticeship, I was able to get a good understanding of engineering principles whilst being able to learn on site with Filtermist Limited.
I found the benefits of learning via an apprenticeship instead of going to university. I found that it was better for me because it meant I could kind of kickstart my career.
For me, I learnt real life. There's nothing like being thrown into the deep end, picking up that phone, speaking to those customers, dealing with the difficult situations, the complaints.
It was a big advantage for me. I stayed on at the place where I had the apprenticeship for another 4 years after that, and sort of progressively moved up.
It's the real life situations and actually being able to understand and be able to have that ability to go, right, okay, I need to call a customer, I need to speak to whoever I need to speak to, I need to go and build that relationship with my colleague or whoever.
I've really found that the apprenticeship has been the best way to go forward because it's allowed me to really develop my confidence, to develop my independence, as well as refining the skills that I already have.
I've had about 8 years of experience with customer service, and then I've only recently joined the team literally 2 months ago, and into a whole new realm, which is the sales side of things, the account manager side of things. But I believe that if I didn't do my apprenticeship, I would not be here today. I would not be at the level of confidence, at the level of maturity that I feel towards being able to pick up the phone and actually have that conversation. I wouldn't be able to do that, put it that way, at all.
I started off on the abode welder from the first 3 months to help get me to the group of the company. Since then, I've progressed onto the production side, the filtering side, which was welding the backplates for the units, as well as the drums and the cases, as well as the oil ring. I've since progressed onto the Dutch side of the company, which is a lot more fabrication, a lot more variety in what I do during the day.
So I started off doing just sort of admin work to begin with during the apprenticeship, and then went into a customer service role, and then a couple of years after that went into a material planning role, which is kind of what I'm into now as well, and what I want to carry on doing. So I don't think I would have gotten that opportunity if I hadn't started with an apprenticeship there, really.
So like I said, I did the NVQ in customer service, and then from there I did 14 years in customer service with one company. And within that company then I decided to change careers and go on to the sales side of it. Still did it. It was a nice transition. It was a very warm transition because I was still dealing with exactly the same customers, exactly the same product range, within the same building. But then that led me onto the path that I'm on today, which is sales, and I absolutely love it.
When I first started, I wasn't able to drive, so I was put through a crash course to pass my test, so I appreciate them doing that. They've obviously supported me for my courses. I've got now my forklift licence, my crane licence, and my driving licence. So yeah, they've been very supportive.
So Filtermus Limited gave me internal training, supporting me along the way throughout my apprenticeship, as well as giving me the opportunity to move on to a H&C qualification with additional training to help me develop from a design engineer apprentice to a junior design engineer, and then hopefully go on to be a design engineer in the near future.
I feel very well supported here at Filtermus, especially by Mark Dixon, my manager, as well as Simon Dukes, one of the senior welders. They've really shown me the correct way of doing things and alternative ways if that can't be accomplished.